Welcome in, Miss White. My name is Tyler. I'm a nurse practitioner, and I just want to know what brought you in today.
I've just been having some family problems and it's been really stressing me out. Um, my, just problems with my kids.
Sounds like it could be really challenging. Um, Tell me more. What has been the hard part about that?
Um, well, my kids, my daughter just had her baby and my kids have kind of stepped away from me and they won't let me see my grandbaby and it's just been really hard. Um, I want to make things right and be able to see them and be in their lives, but it's been a really hard time for me.
Thank you for sharing that. I sounds like having a grandchild would be a very important part of your life. How does that make you feel about having a grandchild and
Well,
expanding your family?
yeah, I'm really excited. She had a little boy a couple months ago, and I just know he's already getting so much bigger. It's really exciting, but also just it's made my life really hard and sad right now to not be able to be in his life.
You were saying that you had a desire to maybe change things and um, become closer to your family. What kind of things have you thought about, or what have you considered that may make that easier?
Well, the main reason they don't want me to come around is because I've had problems with alcohol ever since I was young, and it's been something I keep working on and trying to get over, but it's just a really hard thing, and I don't think it's really fair that I can't see my grandbaby, but that's, it's just really frustrating.
Mm. And you said it feels like a problem to you. What makes it feel like a problem?
Not being able to see him?
No, you mentioned your alcohol use and
Oh.
how that's impacted your life, but you feel like that maybe it's been a problem in your life.
Well, none of my kids want to talk to me because I've had this issue, and so they've kind of shut me out. But well, my youngest son, he still is open to communication with me once in a while, but that's how I know about the grandbaby. But the others, kind of, it's difficult to talk to them. It's been hard for them growing up with that, I think, and yeah, it's just I'll do really good for like a few months, and then it just life gets really hard again, and it just everything gets hard all over again.
That's very common to kind of have those periods of relapse, and but it's great that you've been able to have those periods where you don't drink any alcohol, and it's also good to hear that you still have some connection with your family. What are things that you think make those connections better, or even make that alcohol use not so bad? Is there anything that you've done?
Well, there was about 3 years where I was doing really good. I was with someone and we were doing really good, and they helped motivate me a lot, and so I had really good relationships with my kids throughout then, and then that kind of went downhill. And so but during that time I feel like we got to spend a lot of time together, and um, finding more hobbies and common interests with each other, and spending family time outside of work and stuff was really important and helped us a lot.
Thanks for sharing that. Is there anything else that you think you've been working on that has helped?
Well, recently I've just kind of been a little bit hopeless, and so that's kind of why I came here, to try and get some help and figure out what I can do. I don't know, I really want to switch my life around and be able to be a grandma and not have these problems. I was introduced to alcohol when I was 12 years old, and my parents weren't very supportive, and I had a lot of issues with them, and
yeah. Well, overall, it seems like you've really expressed your desire to change, and I see that because you're here, you really do want to make a change, and that's great. This is the place to start, right? And I see that you have a desire to be involved with your family, and there's things that we can't change in our life, but we can do different things now to be able to improve and set goals and make a difference. So I just thank you for sharing everything that you've shared with me. I think going forward, as you share more and you talk about goals, we can kind of make a plan to hopefully achieve your goals, or at least make your life a little bit better. So is there anything that we've talked about today that you want to go into more detail about, or any questions about what I've shared?
I guess I'm just kind of wondering what I do next, and yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, well, we can work with our care team. We have therapists involved, and if needed, we can get medications and things like that all together as a care team, with you involved, and we'll make a plan to hopefully push you towards reaching those goals that you have and making those changes in your life. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.